Hello, everyone. How are you guys? So, I want to talk very quickly about what is it that you really need to be praying for while you're single and waiting on your mate or your spouse. Because what we do is we wait incorrectly. When we are single, we spend that time waiting by being desperate and impatient, and we look around every corner. God, is that my husband? God, is that my wife? That is not how you expectantly wait on your spouse. What you should really be praying for while you're in your season of singleness and while you're preparing for God to send you your mate or your spouse is you should be praying for the preparation. You should be saying in that time, God, everything that would make me a hazard in a relationship, and everything that would make me a hindrance, everything that would make me toxic for someone, everything that is keeping me bound, everything that makes me ill prepared, purge it from me now. Because what's happening is that while you're in your process of waiting on your spouse and you're single, that's your prep time. When you put something in the oven to cook, it's not immediately done. It takes time. And it may be in there a couple of minutes and you think it's done, but then you check and on the inside, it's still not ready. So you may think that you're ready because on the outside you look happy and you got a smile on your face or whatever. But the reality is it's what's on the inside of you. We so often, because we live in a society and a generation that is so fixated on the outward, that we don't focus at all on the inward. We don't even give thought to the internal. It's all about the external. So if somebody is in shape, if somebody looks happy, if they got a lot of money, if they're successful, we think they're ready. That's not the reality. The reality is what's on the inside of you that is keeping you stuck. What is it that's on the inside of you that makes you not ready for your spouse? Because I got news for you. If you were ready, God would have brought them. And so while you spend all your time whining and crying because God has not brought you your spouse yet, you need to be asking God, show me the things on the inside of me now that need to be healed or fixed or mended before you bring me my spouse, so that when they come, I'm ready. And I have to do that every day. And also, that's part of the joy of walking with God through the process of preparation, because you don't feel rushed or hurried to get anywhere, because you know you'll get there. But it's enjoying that process with Him. I'm enjoying the process of preparation because I know that God is showing me new things about myself every day, and I'm so happy that He is giving me an opportunity to get those things taken care of now, so that when my husband comes, I can be a proper wife for him. And we always want to skip to the end result. We want to skip to the product, but we give no thought and no time and no attention to the preparation. And so your prayer needs to be right now, God, while I'm single, while my brokenness cannot affect someone else, while my insecurities cannot damage someone else, while my issues are not going to harm my relationship or anybody else, help me fix it. And so every day I'm like, Lord, show me something else about myself that I don't know today that we need to work on. And that's really hard because we don't like to face the truth about ourselves, especially when it comes down to the negative. We don't like criticism from God. We don't like when He puts His finger on those areas and said, okay, we need to work on this. But the reality is you need that. You really need, while you're single, to just enjoy the process of getting healed. Enjoy the process of self-discovery. It is so awesome and so fun. And hey, mama, my mom is watching, and I tell her all the time, I'm so glad that I'm single. And I really am. And I have never been able to say that until now, because I am happy that I'm single, because all of the things that are wrong with me or that I need to work on or areas that I need to grow in, I have an opportunity to do that now. Because what you don't want is you don't want to get with your spouse one day and find out that the things you could have taken time to fix with God, you didn't do. And so now you're in your relationship trying to fix those things when you could have just enjoyed the single process and worked on it with God and had it taken care of. And so what you should be praying for in your season of singleness or while you're waiting on your spouse, you should be praying for proper restoration. You should be praying for God to purge all of the things in you that need to be purged, to any bitterness or unforgiveness in your heart from past relationships, any insecurities that you have, any fears, any things that you haven't forgiven yourself for, any of your hang-ups and iniquities, anything that needs to be worked on or healed or changed or fixed. You need to be asking God to do that right now, instead of every time you go somewhere or go to Walmart or the gas station, God, is that my husband? Lord, is that my husband? Stop looking for your spouse and ask God to prepare you for your spouse. And what hinders us is most of the time we're afraid of how long it's going to take for us to get to our spouse. God, how long is it going to take for you to bring me my husband? God, how long is it going to take for you to bring me my wife? Well, the longer you take in the prep time, the longer it's going to take for you to get there, because while you're wasting time worrying about how long it's taking for your spouse and how everybody else is getting married, you could be saying, God, that's where I want to end up, so help me get there by working on me now and making me ready and getting me prepared. And so I love being single because I have an opportunity with no strings attached and no distractions to work on me, to prep myself, and not even just for my spouse, but for me, to say, God, what are some things you want me to know about me? And what are some things you want me to do while I'm single that I won't be able to do in a relationship? And God, show me more about me. Those are the things that we need to be praying for while we're single. So stop worrying about when you're going to meet your spouse and worry about being ready when you do meet your spouse.